Okay, so your monitor just installed software on your computer that is spying on you. You didn't even click to install it. You didn't see any fancy prompt. You didn't really agree to anything. It just happened. This is the Olive Badger channel, and today we're going to be talking about how LG is doing this to you no matter which of their products you own, because this is monitors and TVs. And their TVs just got a new terms of service that makes you legally responsible for warning house guests that they might be recorded. By the end of this video, my hope is that you'll know exactly how the monitor install chain works, why Microsoft's design decisions made this possible, what LG's app can actually access on your system, and what LG's new TV terms actually say about recording your guests and what you can do about all of it. So let's get into it. Okay, so here's the setup. Windows has a feature that lets it automatically install software when you plug in a new piece of hardware. It's been around for years. You plug in a printer, Windows grabs the driver, and you plug in a webcam, Windows grabs the companion app. Reasonable, useful even, because there's an app for everything now. And that feature is called device metadata delivery, and it's designed for exactly one job, which is get your hardware working without you having to hunt down a driver on some sketchy download site. And LG found a way to use that same pipeline for something else entirely. And the outlet that caught it doing this is one you probably already trust for hardware reporting, which is Gamers Nexus. Fantastic YouTube channel. I'm pulling a lot of this from their video, but I'm kind of scared of the whole copyright thing on YouTube at the moment. And so I will just link his video in the description so you can check it out yourself. Now, Gamers Nexus started getting reports from LG monitor owners about random McAfee pop-ups showing up out of nowhere. So they bought one of LG's premium monitors, the Ultra Gear 34GX 900A-B, a $1,200 ultra-wide, and plugged it into a clean Windows 11 machine to see what would happen. Now, here's the timeline that they documented. You plug in the monitor, Windows Update fetches the LG driver and extension packages, which is normal and expected, and about 1 minute later, Windows Reliability Monitor logs a second install, something called the LG Monitor App Installer. So there wasn't a dialog box or any type of do you want to allow this app to make changes or a terms of service, none of it. It just landed on your machine. And what does the app do once it's in there, you may ask? Well, in Gamers Nexus testing across 32 consecutive reboots, it showed a full screen McAfee trial promotion on 31 of those reboots. One boot, it did pitch a different LG utility instead, but everything else was McAfee, a 30-day free trial that rolls into a paid subscription if you don't cancel it. Now look at what actually boots up on this thing too. Ads are now the primary function here, not monitor calibration. Now here's the part that should worry you. Even if you didn't just buy a $1,200 display, Gamers Nexus tested this on hardware already owned for years, including a monitor sitting on a staffer's own desk at the same office, and it showed the same behavior. An LG Ultraline purchased 3 years earlier triggered the same pop-up after a routine Windows update. So this isn't a one-time factory default on brand new units type of thing. Windows is capable of pushing this app onto hardware that's been sitting on your desk doing its job quietly for years. And you didn't do anything different because Microsoft just decided it was time. Now let's talk about permissions too, because this is where it stops being annoying and I think starts being a real concern. The LG Monitor app installed is listed on the Microsoft Store, and its own listing spells out what it can access. You have full system resources, your internet connection, local data, device information, your browsing activity, contacts, credentials, even transaction-related data. Now just think about that for a second, because that's not the permission profile of a color calibration tool. That's the permission profile of something that wants to know who you are, where you are, and what you're buying. And to be fair to Gamers Nexus, their testing didn't find evidence that the app is actively harvesting all of that or behaving like spyware in practice, but that's not really the point, I think. The point is a monitor helper app asked for and was granted access it has no functional reason to need. Nobody at LG had to justify that ask to a single human user because no human user ever saw the request. Sketchy AF here, guys. Now, it would be easy to make this entirely an LG story. LG built the app. LG chose to lead with a McAfee ad instead of anything monitor related. That's real, 100% on them. But Microsoft built the door LG walked through. Device metadata delivery exists so drivers and companion utilities can install without friction. The ultimate plug and play experience. There was never supposed to be a channel for a hardware partner to push a paid antivirus upsell on your desktop with zero disclosure. Microsoft controls what gets approved to move through that pipeline. An app whose store listing requests your location, your contacts, and your transaction data tied to a display should have raised a flag somewhere in that review process, and it didn't. And Microsoft, I think, really needs to explain why here. Now, as of this recording, LG has not publicly addressed any of this, not a statement or a patch note or anything, which doesn't really surprise me. And reports of this behavior go back at least to 2024, floating around in forums and Reddit threads. It took a channel with Gamers Nexus's reach actually reproducing it 32 times in a row for it to become a story anyone had to answer for. That's the pattern though, isn't it? Like, nothing changes until someone with an audience makes it impossible to ignore quietly. It's not even just monitors, guys. Like, Gamers Nexus broke this story on monitors, but here's where this stops being just one bad app and starts being a company-wide posture, because in the same window this monitor story broke, LG pushed a major webOS update to its smart TVs, and buried in the new terms of service is a clause that I think we might need to pay attention to. The updated terms now say that your TV's AI voice features may capture and process conversations in your home. And here's the part that should make you put your drink down. The terms now say it's your responsibility, the customers, to inform any guest in your house that they might be recorded in order to comply with wiretapping law. Let's run through that again. LG builds the microphone, LG builds the AI feature that listens, LG writes the terms that say it might record your guest, and LG's solution to the illegal exposure that creates isn't to stop recording or to get consent itself. It's to make you the one standing at your own front door telling your dinner guests to watch what they say around the TV. There is a way out. Technically, you can decline the webOS update that introduces these terms, but LG ties that update to security packaging. So opting out of the surveillance clause means opting out of security fixes too. That's a company betting you'll pick getting hacked over reading terms of service updates and betting correctly, because most people will just click accept. It really sucks because we just bought a new TV like a month ago and it's an LG TV. Now we understand why the quality was so good and it was reasonably priced. But here's a distinction that I think matters. The monitor adware and the TV recording clause are two different mechanisms. One is a Windows update exploit and the other is a terms of service update, but they landed in the same reporting cycle from the same company and they share the same underlying logic. LG decides what your hardware does to you and you find out after the fact, if you even find out at all. Now, there's not a like one fix solution I can give you here. Basically, if you own an LG monitor, or honestly any monitor, here's how you can shut this down. You can open the run dialog, type gpedit.msc, and go to the computer configuration, then administration, templates and system, then device installation. I know that's a lot. And you can enable a setting called prevent installation of devices that match any of these device IDs, or more directly, prevent automatic download of applications associated with device metadata. That blocks Windows from auto-fetching anything tied to a connected device, ads included, and the trade-off is real. Legitimate driver and utility installs do stop being automatic too, so you'll have to grab those manually when you actually need them. If you don't want to touch group policy, you can also just disable the LG app from launching at startup under Settings, Apps, Startup. That won't remove it, but it stops it ambushing you at every boot. So at least there's something there. From the TV side, your real options are limited, mine included. You can decline the webOS update and lose security patching, and I think mine just automatically ran that update like 2 weeks ago. Or you can accept it and live with the new terms. We never have people over at our house, but I don't really love being spied on. So I don't know what we're gonna do on my end, because neither of these options are great. The most practical middle ground is maybe muting or disabling the AI voice feature specifically in the TV settings menu, which thankfully we never had turned on. And if your model allows it, you can treat the TV might be listening as the default assumption until LG says otherwise. Now, my take on this, I think, is actually pretty simple. A monitor's job is to display pixels. A TV's job is to display pixels and maybe take a voice command or two. That's the whole contract on both, in my opinion. The second either one starts requesting your contacts, your location, or the right to record your dinner guests, something has gone deeply, deeply wrong with what companies think they're allowed to bolt onto hardware you already paid for. And I want to be clear about something because I say this a lot and I mean it every time I say it. This isn't an anti-tech video. I like tech. That's why I'm in the tech space. That's why I make videos about this stuff. I use tech. Obviously, that's how I have all this set up. But there's a difference between a company innovating and a company exploiting a trusted relationship, whether that's the driver pipeline on your PC or the terms of service on your TV. LG used one to sell McAfee subscriptions, don't buy the McAfee subscriptions, and the other to hand you legal liability for its own microphone. Microsoft let the first one through without asking questions, and LG wrote the second one, hoping nobody would read it. You should get to decide what touches your machine and what listens in your living room. Not a Windows update, not a monitor manufacturer, not a terms of service update nobody actually reads, and not some backroom agreement neither company explained to a single customer. Now, if this made you want to go check your own settings on your computer right now, hit that like button. That actually helps this video reach more people who need to see it. And if you think I'm being too hard on LG, or honestly, maybe not even hard enough, say so in the comments. I'd rather get pushback than have this channel stuck in an echo chamber. And if you are new here at the Olive Badger channel, we cover tech, AI, and a little bit of gaming news when it's applicable, and a running tally of companies that think you won't notice what they're doing. Now, subscribe if that sounds like your thing. I'd love to have you as part of this community. However, if you don't subscribe, I might be forced to banish you to the Shadow Realm.
Much better.
Where everyone is listening to you all the time, whether you like it or not. All the big companies have all your data and are selling all of it, whether you like it or not. Anyway, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and peace out. Bye.